This sister need to watch her back because Marjorie Harvey got a bullseye on her back. Allegedly, it's been reported by some sources in Hollywood that Marjorie Harvey is on alert for Lori because she living in the house with Steve, and y'all thinking that Steve is her daddy, but that ain't her biological father. Steve just another man in the house with some money. Now, Steve Harvey walking around that house in his drawers with a pocket full of money, and Marjorie Harvey won't even let him leave the bedroom if he ain't got on no suit. It be early in the morning, Steve Harvey in the kitchen with a 3-piece suit on, making breakfast. He in there stirring up them grits because Marjorie don't want him walking around naked around Lori like that. Lori Harvey got in a car accident, and not only did she crash up somebody else's vehicle, she got arrested by the police, y'all. They put handcuffs on this poor baby. It's been reported that she's involved with the rapper that go by the name of Future. She broke up with Puff Daddy. They treating her like she a criminal. They threw the cuffs on her. She not allowed near no nursing homes because they treating her like she a pedophile for old people. Every time she get around an old man, next thing you know, his wallet missing. Next thing you know, she in his will somewhere. And a lot of people didn't know that Pastor David E. Wilson, shoot, that was Lori Harvey in that video when he was doing this thing, but we're going to talk about that in a little while. I got a special show for y'all. It's going to be all about Lori Harvey, Steve Harvey, Future, P. Diddy, and I need for y'all beautiful sisters to call in and let me know, why is it that Lori Harvey involved with all these old men, y'all? Hold on, Reggie. What's up, Blaze? Let me get another sip of Hennessy, dog. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hop straight into it. Lori Harvey was driving around in a brand new vehicle that she did not pay for, and that's why she could care less what she do with her finances, because she ain't earned none of it. She be blowing her money on foolishness. She ain't never worked a hard day in her life. She be driving them cars all crazy because it ain't her name on the policy. She ain't got to pay no insurance. So when she was riding around with Future trying to show him a good time, she figured, hell, since everybody hitting her and running on her, she figured she can do it to somebody else. Every relationship she been in was a hit and run. They get them goodies and they be out the door. They like the Hamburglers when it come to Lori Harvey. This sister need to watch her back because Marjorie Harvey got a bullseye on her back. Allegedly, it's been reported by some sources in Hollywood that Marjorie Harvey is on alert for Lori because she living in the house with Steve, and y'all thinking that Steve is her daddy, but that ain't her biological father. Steve just another man in the house with some money. And Lori, she know better than to test her mama, but Marjorie is on edge. She been shaving all day. She's on the edge, y'all. She got a fresh new lineup. And they said that Lori Harvey tried to escape the police, but they knew it was her because they seen them baby hairs flying all in the wind. Them little strands on her forehead looking like Homer Simpson. She need to figure out if she gonna go bald or she gonna get some Beijing. She need to get a toupee. Because Lori Harvey got a receding hairline, y'all. Y'all could think them baby hairs all y'all want. But back to Future getting involved with this woman after P. Diddy done had her. Now, they just tossing her around for bragging rights. Now that Future with her, he feel like he on the same level as P. Diddy. So when the next man get with her, he gonna feel like he on the same level as Future. So they just hacky sacking her ass back and forth. But for all you ladies out there listening, don't make it seem like you ain't never dated an older man before. Some of y'all, that's all y'all do. And not only do y'all like older men, but y'all like older married men at that. Now, Steve Harvey walking around that house in his drawers with a pocket full of money, and Marjorie Harvey won't even let him leave the bedroom if he ain't got on no suit. It be early in the morning, Steve Harvey in the kitchen with a 3-piece suit on, making breakfast. He in there stirring up them grits because Marjorie don't want him walking around naked around Lori like that. Now, when she was a little girl, it was cool. But now that she grown and she on the prowl, Marjorie is watching her back. But that's Negro here nor there. I'm glad that it wasn't a fatal car accident. They said Lori hit the lady. The lady tumbled over about 4 or 5 times. And Lori, she's sitting up there on FaceTime with Steve Harvey, mascara coming all down her face, lips trembling, her hair all over the place, looking like a wet cat. And Steve Harvey, he too busy trying to give Marjorie the phone. She trying to give it back to Steve. They playing hot potato with the phone because they don't know what to tell her trifling ass. Now, at the dinner table at the Steve Harvey's mansion, it be only 2 people at that table. Steve Harvey and Cedric the Entertainer. And the reason why the rest of his family ain't never at the table during dinner time is because they too busy spending his money. You ain't got time to chit chat with Steve when he just gave you $1 million. What y'all gonna talk about? The taxes? They don't never talk to Steve. So when Laura called up Steve after she got her car crash, he ain't want to talk to her neither, y'all. This is all alleged information. But if you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button, baby, I'll be sure to give you whatever type of news you want. I know stuff about your father, just in case you don't know who he is. I got papers and files on your grandmama. She was a big fan of Harriet Tubman. I need y'all to show me some love, because now that we doing the GMB radio, you got the opportunity to call in. Hold on, I don't even know where my phone at. Y'all gonna have to hold off on them phone calls because I'm trying to scoop my foot across the room to pick it up. But maybe Laura Harvey or somebody will call, because she said she was gonna call me when she heard that I got the radio show, and she know that I'm gonna be talking about her this evening. But I ain't gonna be malicious towards this sister, because she can be pretty whenever she really want to be. That's why these rappers find her so attractive. But what she did was figure out a way to be with the daddy and the children. She tried being a babysitter, but when they caught on to what she was trying to do, that's why she was fired. People didn't know that Laura Harvey is a lot older than what y'all think she is. When she happy, you think she young, but as soon as she get mad, all them grays start to come back. All them wrinkles and crinkles in her face start to spread out. She looked just like the Grinch that stole Christmas. But the truth is, she the Grinch that stole Steve Harvey's car, because the car she was driving didn't even belong to her, y'all. Like I told y'all, all they do is use and abuse this man's pockets. They don't know Steve's middle name. Whenever he asked them to guess his middle name, they be talking about Aloysius, giving him all types of biblical names, Bartholomew. They be calling him David and Goliath. They don't even know who the hell he is, y'all. But one thing about this whole situation, Laura dating Future, that's why Marjorie Harvey is mad, because she want her man like Future, but she too busy dating the past. Steve Harvey is a throwback nigga. That's why Marjorie Harvey really mad. She see her daughter out here doing big things and she still with Steve. And this is something else that I want to talk to y'all about. Now, Steve Harvey is a man with needs, and Lori looked like how Marjorie used to look when she was younger. She the new and improved Marjorie, and she be coming out her bedroom and Steve Harvey be there. Matter of fact, I don't even want to talk about that because I know that's disgusting, but anything's possible. Shoot, I believe I can fly. He might be like R. Kelly. We don't know that. But one thing for sure, we know that she like older men, and that's why allegedly Marjorie is keeping Steve and Lori away from each other. Now, Future, I don't know if she thinking that he got some money, but the last time I checked, he was a drug addict, and that's another reason why she crashed, because they spent the weekend in Malibu, and allegedly they was doing some things they ain't had no business doing. She was sipping that lean, now her whole body leaning. When you see Laura Harvey next time, you're going to notice her shoulders leaning, and she ain't even young Dro. You're going to notice that one butt cheek is slid to the side. She doing bad ever since she started doing that lean with Future. But now they together, I guess they going to be the new junkies of America. They might be doing meth. This is all alleged information, because Puff Daddy, he's a functioning addict himself. Matter of fact, 90% of the people in Hollywood is on some type of blow. How you think they get in front of them cameras and be smiling and don't nothing be funny? That's because they be high out of their mind. Have you ever watched these celebrities while they getting interviewed? They be answering the questions before they even get the question. How do you like your cheeseburger? Medium rare. They so high, that they 10 steps ahead of everybody else, and that's how they able to stay successful like that. But poor people, when you ain't got no money and you an addict, all you gonna do is be cleaning out gutters. You gonna be digging the trash cans, collecting chicken bones for supper. You ain't gonna be able to be no functioning addict like Future. This man wake up the next day, he bald headed, go to sleep, then he got dreads. Life is crazy for these people. Steve Harvey, he don't know where his hair went. He be smoking on them cigars. Next thing you know, he start chewing it like it's bubble gum. Half of these people crazy. But for you beautiful ladies out there, I know you may be shy. We might not even get no phone calls today. But I want to let y'all know that the phone lines is open. I'm looking at the phone right now. I got about 15 apps on this thing. I got a Instagram app, a POF, a tag. I got a MySpace app. I got a Kentucky Fried Chicken app. Y'all need to help me get some new apps. But back to what I was saying about Laura Harvey. She dating Future, and it's looking like she ain't got no bright future. And Steve Harvey mad because he was just about to do the deal with Puff Daddies to get him a show on Revolt, but Laura done messed that up, so he gonna have to figure out another way to get in good graces with P. Diddy. And the last time I heard a Future mixtape was in 2006 at a fried chicken joint in Atlanta, Georgia. But this is the thing, y'all. Life is very beautiful because you can live vicariously through Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey. If you ever wanted to be rich, you can see that it's not all cracked up what you think it would be. This man got millions of dollars in his bank and they still raised a thought. You can't blame yourself for how your children turn out when you see what's going on with Laura Harvey. So what, your little daughter pregnant and she only 16 years old? At least she ain't crashing Ferraris and doing lean and having relationships with multi-millionaires and ain't got nothing to show for it. At least your baby is not on national television with a receding headline talking about their baby hairs. You need to congratulate yourself for what you've been doing with your children, because these celebrities don't know what to do with their kids. But if you feel differently and you feel like I'm wrong, or if you just want to tell me something related to the situation, please call, especially y'all sisters out there. Oh Lord, we got a phone call. Hold on, y'all. Hello. Who this is? Hello?
What's up, Karen?
Huh?
Oh, we live, nigga. That's what I'm talking about, like 365. Put me in your YouTube, young nigga.
Oh, okay. We gonna.
Why, I got so much to say to you, boy. I respect you, young nigga. Why? Talk to me. What we gonna talk about today, young nigga?
Well.
What we talking about? Talk to me.
Well, I wanted to talk about Laura Harvey dating Future, but before we can do that, who the hell is you?
My name is Virgo, young nigga. Virgo, I'm your fan, nigga.
Okay, Virgo. Well, how you feel about Laura Harvey dating Future?
I'm be honest with you, young nigga. Boy, I was just watching your thing you were saying about how she came out the bedroom. Well, we don't even want to get to that point because we know what we know, young nigga. You feel me? But with Future in them, I'm going to tell you right now, they're all in a pot of mud. That's what I'm going to say. They're all in a pot of mud. You know that song say, I ain't came up in that mud and it tastes like gravy?
What?
You
What?
that song?
I heard that, dog. I was hoping you was going to keep on singing it, dog, because you really ain't talking about nothing. But you feel like Lori and Future is making a good couple, or do you feel like they're making a bad couple for themselves? Do you think there's some...
Hell no, they ain't making a good couple. I can cut you off right now. Hell no. Steve Harvey hate that nigga.
You said Steve Harvey hate Future?
Hell yeah.
You know what? I heard the same thing, but I wasn't going to tell nobody. You ain't good with keeping secrets, is you? But it's all good. I'm going to go ahead and pick up where you left off, dog. It was a beautiful phone call, man. I feel inspired. Everything you said to me hit head on. I don't know if you a psychic or if you do readings or something like that, but you very, very intelligent. Your mama did an excellent job with you, and I want to thank you for the phone call. I really appreciate you. All right now. Take care. All right. All right.
Thank you, boss.
All right. No doubt. Okay. All right. Goodbye. Oh, ignorant ass bastard. Call up here wasting my sweet, precious time. He must ain't know I'm a firm believer in Jesus. And if he need prayer, that's all he had to say. He sound like he was crying and begging for help. He's a molestee or whatever you call him. A whatever it is, where them people be victims. I could hear it in his voice. He crying out for help. But God bless that brother. Hold on. We got another phone call, y'all.